This is Crenshaw, Briggs, and VT. We want the touchdown. We not trying to go for 3. And it's best if you get them out the street, cause them bulls out the pen and they about to stampede.
What do you expect out of this tight end group? You think be all right?
So, I think that Dalton Schultz is going to lead the tight end group. I understand that his injury is nothing major, so it's not like he's not going to play the season or anything. But the issue occurs if he goes down during the season. What happens? And that's something that's concerning. So for the most part, honestly, I think most Texans fans didn't believe that Brevin Jordan was even going to make the team, but he's been doing well in camp, and he may literally make the team now. Not just because of what his performance has been, although it's been good. From what I read, it's he hasn't really had any drops the way he's been having drops in previous years. And the other thing is depth. We need depth. So he may be there just because we don't really have much depth. TQ, his issue is health and only health. When he played last year against the Eagles, that was his first game. He scored a touchdown on the first drive, and that was the first time the Texans actually scored on their first drive of the game. The dude can actually play ball. The dude can block. I was really happy when we signed him. But the issue has been his knees. And if he can't stay healthy, you're no good to a team if you can't be on the field. And I think that's the issue. So I think at the end of the day, what this does is make Brevin Jordan earn a roster spot on this team. And that's what's going to happen with the tight end group. And I just hope that Dalton Schultz can actually stay healthy, which brings me to a question that I actually have for Coty. Do you think because of how important he's going to be in the receiving game, do you think that Slowick and D'Amico back off on some of the blocking that he has to perform?
Hopefully, because the one thing I like that question, by the way, because the one thing that gets me excited about this new coaching staff, when you more so Bobby Slowick, it seems like that they're going to try to put their players in the best position that is suitable to their best attribute. And as I just mentioned, over the last 3 years, going back to his days in Miami, Brevin Jordan is known to be a receiving tight end. However, when you consider the fact that there has been moments, whether it was with Pep Hamilton or whether it was with Tim Kelly, they putting him in these positions where he's required to block. It's like, why are you putting your player in that position when you know he isn't that's not what he's good at? So not only are you failing him, but you're also failing the team as well, because if you're putting them in a bad situation, clearly that's going to be a waste of a down. A waste of a down is going to be a waste of a drive. A waste of a drive is going to end up like we saw in the first half against the Washington Commanders when you're down, what was it, 21-0, and we halfway through the second quarter and it's unwatchable football. So but that's one thing I would say about Coach D'Amico Ryans and offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick. They are willing to, and look, of course, you want to see a guy like Brevin Jordan. I'm extremely high on Jordan. I've really been following his career ever since he got here. And I think if he does make this 53-man roster, and not only does he make it, but he is a very, he is a reliable tight end that you are literally dependent on. Yes, you want to see him make those improvements, but having a coaching staff that's like, okay, I want to work this around your best attribute, I think that's also going to benefit his career as well. And we won't have these conversations going into the season saying, man, Brevin Jordan is a really good tight end, but why are we talking about whether or not he's going to make the 53-man roster or whatever the case might be?
You not really in touch if you not tuning in. This is Crenshaw, Briggs, and VT. We want the touchdown. We not trying to go for 3. And it's best if you get up out the street, cause them bulls out the pen and they about to stampede.